Welcome to the case study series in Human Resource Management by Skilled MBA. At Skilled MBA, we believe in empowering learners with real-world business challenges, leadership dilemmas, and organizational insights. Each case is designed to strengthen your strategic thinking and decision-making skills in high-impact environments. In today's session, we explore the case titled, The Crash of a Titan: What Went Wrong with Jet Airways? This case chronicles the dramatic rise and eventual collapse of Jet Airways, once India's largest private airline. Founded by Naresh Goyal, Jet was a pioneer in domestic and international aviation. But beneath the surface, a series of leadership failures, financial mismanagement, and organizational neglect led to its downfall. Today, with new ownership under the Jalan-Kalrock Consortium, the big question remains: can Jet Airways return to the skies, or is this the end of a legacy? By studying this case, learners will assess leadership and strategic decisions that impacted Jet's rise and fall, analyze how financial and legal missteps eroded the company's stability, evaluate crisis management practices and turnaround strategies in aviation, understand how organizational culture and morale influence performance in hard times. Jet Airways was founded by Naresh Goyal in the 1990s, pioneering private aviation in India. It expanded internationally and became a global brand. But challenges mounted, debt grew, employees faced delayed salaries, and a fraud case emerged. After Goyal's exit, JKC acquired Jet, signaling a potential path to revival. The case revolves around four core themes: leadership and strategic vision. The rise and fall hinged on leadership choices. Financial mismanagement and legal issues. Trust eroded through unpaid salaries and fraud allegations. Organizational culture and employee morale. Decline in morale hurt operations and reputation. Crisis management and acquisition. Can JKC's takeover lead to meaningful transformation? Strengths: historic brand equity, international market presence, first-mover advantage in private aviation. Weaknesses: strategic missteps and leadership gaps. Financial instability, poor employee morale. Opportunities: fresh start under JKC, strategic partnerships and restructuring threats, stiff competition. Regulatory scrutiny, lingering reputation damage. Jet Airways lacked proactive crisis management. Key failures included risk assessment. Risks weren't identified or addressed in time. Communication, poor transparency with employees, investors, and the public. Contingency planning, no effective backup plans during financial downturn. Recovery. JKC's acquisition may offer a reset, but recovery needs decisive, well-aligned leadership. The Jet Airways case mirrors classic change management stages. Unfreeze. The crisis forced recognition that change was essential. Change. Under JKC, new leadership and systems must be introduced. Refreeze. New processes must be solidified and embedded into culture. Evaluate. Continuous monitoring and stakeholder feedback are key to long-term success. Jet's collapse was driven by cascading challenges: financial mismanagement, the root of the crisis, mounting debts, led to unpaid obligations, legal challenges, fraud under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, reputational damage, eroded customer and investor trust, stakeholder. Trust collapse. Once broken, very hard to rebuild. Stakeholders impacted include stakeholder interest, impact on airline employees, job security, timely pay, morale and service quality declined. Investors' returns, governance, capital dried up, customers' safety, reliability, brand loyalty collapsed, regulators' compliance, safety operational permits at risk JKC, new owners, ROI. Turnaround can reset direction if strategy is sound. Leadership at Jet failed in key ways. Strategic vision couldn't adapt to changing markets. Decision-making opted for short-term fixes over long-term planning. Transparency. Stakeholders were kept in the dark as problems escalated. A stronger leadership approach could have shifted Jet's course. Failures in culture had wide impact. Unpaid salaries, employee hardship, low morale, reduced service quality, disengagement, poor customer experience, reputation damage, loss of trust, revenue, and survival chances. This negative spiral highlights the cost of ignoring employee well-being. Jet Airways crisis management lacked key pillars. Transparent communication. Silence worsened the crisis. Strategic response. No unified action plan. Leadership presence. Key leaders were absent at critical times. Resource mobilization. Inadequate, slow, and reactive. These gaps exacerbated the downfall instead of mitigating it. JKC's acquisition brings hope, but not certainty. New ownership brings capital, fresh perspective. Restarting ops, complex logistics and regulatory hurdles. Strategic repositioning must balance Jet's legacy with a modern market fit. If done right, this can be a case of corporate resurrection. If mishandled, another chapter of failure. Jet Airways must consider balanced turnaround strategy, cost control, plus innovation, best results, risk management and ethics, to avoid future collapses, strategic partnerships for funding, know-how, and network expansion, reinvest in core competencies, to rebuild trust and operational strength. These moves must be prioritized carefully for a true revival. Leadership matters. Strategy without vision is a fast track to failure. Ethics are essential. Mismanagement and fraud destroy trust. Culture is critical. Happy employees build successful businesses. Crisis. Preparedness is crucial. Early warning systems and bold leadership make all the difference. This case is a vivid reminder that even titans can fall when vision, ethics, and people are neglected. Thank you for exploring The Crash of a Titan, What Went Wrong with Jet Airways, brought to you as part of the case study series in Human Resource Management by Skilled MBA. We hope this case inspires reflection on the critical intersections of leadership, ethics, strategy, and organizational culture. Jet Airways serves as both a cautionary tale and a potential comeback story, a reminder that success demands sustained vision, not just early victories.